What up? Welcome back to a No Excuse Just Result podcast. I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Hey, I got a good one today, bro.
All right.
I got
What
a
you
good one today.
what you got?
I ain't gonna lie, I got a good one today. Let's talk about Zion.
Okay. Your
You know,
favorite.
I love this game.
I know you
You
do.
know, the game. I think last 13, 14 games he's been averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists a game. Let me ask you this. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Could Zion potentially move to the 2 or the 3?
I mean, mm,
I see a future that he can possibly move to the 2 or 3.
I can see the three. I don't see the two. I
Mm.
can definitely see the three. Um, but why does that matter though? Because I feel like you got something behind that. Because you think
Well,
he's the most dominant two out there?
I honestly think he'll be a dominant too. No
Okay.
one can be able to guard him. No one be able to guard him out there because you see teams. Well, let me say this: you see the 4 position, 5 position have a hard time guarding him down there. That's just
As
with
of right
any,
now, or are you talking about in like
just in general, just like teams. Like anybody he's facing, they have a hard time, containing him. Put it like that.
yeah.
Well, they have a hard time containing him. They just not allowing him to just stay on the perimeter. Like he still be able to attack and do what he needs to do. Honestly, I think if the Pelicans made some moves, some big moves, I feel like the Pelicans can be a potential championship contender team. Reason why I say that is because if
Okay.
Zion continue dropping the weight like
Okay.
he's been doing, I think they said Zion's at 260. I know I know this may be asking for a lot. I know this may be a stretch.
I'm
If
waiting
we,
on.
if we can get Zion down, and there's nothing wrong, but I think for longevity of his career, if he can drop down to 250 to 230 between that range, I feel like he'll have a longer career than being down below because of his height and then him keeping that weight. As you notice, what guys at his size and weight has sustained a long career in the NBA? Talk to me. I want you to put on your thinking cap thing.
I mean, when
And
you say his size though, he ain't really like the biggest. I mean, he's 6'6",
no,
which a
he's
lot
six
of
six, but his weight. What players do you know has played at that size? I'm talking about just in general, weight and size, and had a long career.
I mean, the only one I know that they often compare his size and stuff to, his size and power to, would be Barkley.
Yeah, but,
Um,
but Barkley wasn't that damn heavy though. Barkley was after he retired, he was that heavy, but during season,
I mean, you must ain't seen that Phoenix Barkley. Phoenix Barkley was huge.
I mean he was big, but I mean he was
um,
near as Zion though. Zion was damn near 270, 280 out there, bro.
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that you always talk about, though, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's not that many cats out there built like him.
Mm-mm.
Um, but like I mean, I think what you're saying is what like a lot of critics say, right? He got to get that weight off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me personally, though,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we're just looking at the overall position,
Yeah.
the 3 of the 4 is probably going to be the best for him. And the only reason I say that is because a lot of teams are going small, right? Like you barely see like true bigs out there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people see them as liabilities because they can't defend that pick and roll. Um,
Now,
go
this is
ahead.
my thing.
Go ahead.
West Coast, their conference, they always stuck to a big. Like they always got a big. Like you see every team in the West has pretty much has a big. If you really think about it.
Go down the list though, right? The only true five I see, and this is just my opinion, the only true five I see is Jokic. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because
let
like
me rephrase this. Let me rephrase this. Let me say this.
AD is a 4.
Yeah.
Chet is truly a 4. I mean, I know he's 7 foot, but like in my opinion, until he get bigger.
All right. Now I see what you're saying. All right, let me say this then.
Okay.
Um, teams in the West are typically a little bit bigger than your normal teams. They
Okay.
and they're pretty. I'm trying to rephrase this because I know you
I ain't
fun.
gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They big all around. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The
Yeah.
West. You know what I'm saying? All West teams are pretty much You know what I'm saying? So I can see
Pretty much you saying
Zion.
their size at every position.
Yeah, their size at every position. I can really see Zion later down his career when he's getting tired of doing all the because that wear and tears on your body, bro.
I
Let's just
get
be
it,
real.
but the two was a stretch.
And then the jumping ability. Reason why I'm saying this, bro. I know it's a stretch, but with his power, he
Hmm.
still be able to bogart and still be able to get. Not saying he got to play above the rim. He can play at the rim and still get what he needs. But playing at this, excuse me, but
Okay.
playing at this level, and continue doing that, what happens to your knees? What happens to your legs?
I get it.
They eventually don't. You know what I'm
I get it.
saying? Because for all the time you have watched. So look at LeBron, for instance.
Yep.
How this man was above the rim. I mean, damn near head above the rim.
Yep.
Then as he got a little older, you start to, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like underneath the
I mean,
rim, but his arms,
listen, this
yeah,
is
but
what
you know, he's
he
still
done caught
slamming it.
some
Yeah.
he done caught some lobs where he up there. But I mean, I get that, right? Like that happens with a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? But my issue is, and I'm going back to your question. I can't see him at the two. Like I know he's athletic, I know he's strong, but I'm just thinking, 3, 4 is probably where he may want to stay. And if he's tired of being down low, probably the three would be that sweet spot for him. You feel me?
I think the three, I think three would be good for him too, because I
That
think
two,
he would be
that
able to.
two is a stretch because
I'll put it like this. Let me say this: when he
yeah,
plays certain teams in the NBA that has size all around, he can definitely play the two and get away with it because he can still handle the ball. Zion is one guy that I know post player that can actually handle the ball without turning it over a lot.
he,
You might have your one or two turnovers. That's fine. Okay, I take that.
so
Three,
you
three at the
you feel like
three
he's
at the
getting a ball handler to bring the ball up,
yeah,
impressed
yeah.
during the press.
I mean, he's definitely gonna have to work on his ball handling dribbles a little bit more
That's what
because
I'm
when
saying.
he
So if it's a press, you trust him to bring it up.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie,
why.
it's
That's
hard
why I
for me to
say the
say
three.
it's hard for me to say yes to that.
That's
And
why I
reason
say the three because if you the two, if they pressing your point guard, it's expected for you to come up, get that ball, and then you
that's
take it
true.
up
No,
or get
that's
it back
true. No,
to
you
your point.
absolutely right. You absolutely
Now,
right.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna talk about the one, if
No,
you're gonna talk about guard play,
nah,
no, I'm just saying, if you're gonna talk about guard play, it's a lot that comes into those guards. You got to be able to, bring the ball up during the press,
see the court.
see the court. You gotta dictate the offense,
Yep.
and as of right now, I can't see that in him. Um, I can see him definitely sitting there on the wing, you know, doing maybe a 3-4 or a 3-5 pick and roll. That could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to decide who you're gonna go with. You're gonna go with the roller. You know, you're gonna go with him attacking the paint. But another big thing I can
Still
see,
can get up, boy.
I get it right, but I feel like if he's gonna play that two, one thing you got to look at, and it's one thing me and you always talk about, is he a consistent jump shooter?
See, that was my next. That's what I was gonna roll into next.
Okay.
He has to continue. These are two things he's going to have to work on.
Okay.
If he were to transition to a three or maybe a two from time to time and certain plays, I'm just gonna say certain plays. That's it. He would definitely have to work on his shooting.
Okay.
He's definitely elevated his game of seeing the court because he's able to see the floor a little bit more. And I think that's
Okay.
going to help him see the floor even more and make him more dangerous. But he's going to continue to stay aggressive, see the
Okay.
floor,
Okay.
work on his dribbling skills. Most importantly, work on his shot skills. He's going to have to belly that mid range. Has that mid range.
Gonna be working.
Anything in that 3 pointer, he's going to have to be like 70% or more, bro. I'm be honest. He's gonna have to knock. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about going in every time to have a high percentage and laying the
Um,
ball up. I'm talking about literally. I'm talking about literally coming off a screen and be able to knock down shots.
you know where I want him to be more consistent at though. If you want to
What's
be
that?
honest,
What's that?
I need him more consistent from three though.
I mean,
Here's why I say that.
Teams are gonna force him to shoot threes. I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
so that's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at how people. So when LeBron was doing what he was doing when in the beginning of his career, what
Yeah.
were teams saying? Force him to shoot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's going to be a point, if it's not already, where we're going to start to see people say, force him to shoot.
Yeah.
And I want him to be, you know, more consistent with the three. That
Mhm.
way, when they know you catching it on that wing,
Yeah.
they got to close out because they don't know if you're going to pull it, which will then give you ability to beat them off the dribble.
Yeah.
That's going to make his game more dangerous. Because as of right now, I'm sagging off, bro. If I'm guarding Zion, I'm sagging off. I know you driving. I'm not finna close out and get up on you because you bigger and stronger than me.
Yeah.
But if he gets more consistent from that three and they got to close out and get close to him, that's when he can use that power, spin move, beat him off the dribble, and then go crazy at the rim. But I
Yeah.
mean, he definitely has the ability to go to the three, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's just
I
a few
can see
things
it.
I
I
feel like
can.
he would need to work on.
I can see. Yeah. Definitely. It's definitely have to be improvements on this game overall
Yeah,
in general. Most importantly, he's gonna have to be able to be consistent in keeping his feet move, keeping his feet, um, um, to be able to go both directions playing
oh, okay.
defense. On the
Being able
defense
to show his
side.
feet.
Yeah, he's going to have to be able to move his feet. He's going to have to be able to see the floor. He's going to have to be able to not only that, man. When you become that 1, 2, and 3, you got to be you got to be a general out there, pretty much to be able to dictate, call the plays. Because I'm not saying in my position, I know I played the 4 and the 5.
Mm-hmm.
I was undersized, but they kept me down there because of my strength and my ability to get past certain people and be able to jump against
Finish at
certain.
the rim. Okay.
Yeah. So even though I studied the game, my thing was I knew how to read defense. So I would sometimes would have to go out and call the plays sometimes for the point guard because I would tell him, when he's coming down the court, I already know what they're coming in because I hear him talking. I tell him run this and run that, run this. I tell certain players go over there, go over here, come over here, wait for the screen, stuff like that. Now he's gonna have to be able to do that. Now
Okay.
college is totally different from NBA.
I get it.
College has more running styles of play.
Yeah.
NBA is pretty much ice. I ain't gonna say it's a 4-1. You know what I'm saying? You
It
know,
depends. It depends on
you
the squad.
go out, you got that one down low. It's pretty much how it runs. Like if you Denver,
It depends on the squad.
yeah, yeah, it depends on the squad. Pretty much everybody's not running plays in NBA though. Let's just
No,
be
no.
real.
What I mean by that is like, kind of like how Dallas, they be sometimes running with two bigs.
Yeah.
Um,
See, but
you know,
that's rare though. When you got two bigs like that though, they can actually play. That's just not out there taking space. You know what I'm
no, I get it.
saying?
No, I mean
Because
I'm
you
just
got
saying
like
like it really
Milwaukee.
the majority of it is
Yeah.
letting them go to work. Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know, bro. That's why I had to bring it to your attention because I wanted to see what you was thinking about that. Because I was just like, I
no,
was sitting there,
I can definitely see the three,
yeah,
but I feel like it's a stretch with the two, and the only reason I'm seeing a stretch is because
yeah,
that was my home position. 1, 2, what I'm saying,
yeah,
is what I did. So it's like I don't know.
yeah,
My biggest thing, bro, is him coming up against the press. Like,
yeah. I mean, then one, we haven't really seen him in a situation like that to really show his skill sets to see what he really actually have. Because we actually seen him come off the dribble and actually take it in, and
it's a
he's
different
doing. He has
thing
a
to
high.
do.
I mean, I know it's different, but
Like you do when I'm peeling off my guy at half court and I'm trapping you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's totally
Which
different.
you which you
I
do when they
understand
throw
what
it
you're saying.
into you and I'm trapped. Me and my other guard is trapping you in that corner. Like I know he's big enough to where he can see over us, but it's a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, it's totally different, bro.
yeah,
I keep
like
saying,
I'm just. I mean, it'll be tough, but I say that 3, that 4 would definitely be the sweet spot for him, bro. If I'm coach or if I'm GM, I'm letting him roll with that,
I would love to see him at the 3. Just
and
to
I'm
elevate.
cool with that.
Yeah.
Like I mean, think about it. If he got, let's say if he was in Dallas, right? Him at
Mhm.
the 3, AD at the 4, Gafford at the 5, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the way teams roll small, man, I think we always probably gonna see him at the four because, like you said, they tend, like even if you look at Golden State, Draymond, your five, and sometimes, so like,
But that works best for their situation though,
yeah,
because their personnel that they have on their team, it works best for them. Now, if they had like a say a AD came over there,
to back to New Orleans.
no, to like a Golden State, or a Sabonis came over there to
Uh,
a Golden State, that actually really is a, that's going to get start time, playing time. I'm gonna be honest. Your boy Draymond will have to switch his position because they'll be down low. Let's just be real.
I get you. I get you. I mean, I'm looking at it right now.
Or if you got a Lopez, you got a Lopez to come to Golden State or something like that. Lopez can open up the flow because Lopez can knock down shots. But let's just be real. Draymond's gonna go to a 4 or maybe a 3. If you got a Lopez and what's the other guy that plays down there with Draymond? What's the kid? I think he's number 31. I can't think of the kid name, but
Come on, Golden State.
yeah, I can't think of his name, but
So, I mean, what do they have? They have that. Is it Jackson Hayes guy? You said, and I think there's a guy named Post.
yeah, it's some other guy that's down there with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I know
forgot,
what
but
you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like I think I think it just depends on the personnel. But like you said, a head coach is gonna
Yeah,
change up the game
yeah,
plan based off on the team that they're playing at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You're gonna be able to read and know, hey Zion, I'm gonna need you at the 4 today. I'm gonna need you at the
yeah.
3 today. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, Zion's going to keep himself in shape. But overall, I'm excited for the kid's future, dog. I'm just be honest. I'm a big fan of Zion, dog.
Yeah.
So I actually got to go see him play in person, man. And
We gotta see if you go down to Memphis, bro. Make that
you know
journey.
what? I'm gonna be honest, bro. We got to go to a game in New Orleans, bro. We got to go to a game because I know we've been talking about the food
That'd be
spot.
cool. That'd be cool.
I know we've been talking about the food spots, but we got to go to a game in New Orleans. Just see. I got to just see the arena, get the vibe of the arena, man, and
I
just
got
check the game out.
you. We can. We
And
can. We can.
yeah, man, because Memphis is cool. You know what I'm saying? We've been down there several times. It's cool, but I got to see LeBron before he go on that farewell tour because them tickets gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, I already looked. I was trying to go in a couple weeks, but man, I had to say nah because they wanted 300 to sit at the very top when he come to Memphis. Yeah, so I was like,
How
it
much
got
is
worse.
courtside? How much is
It got
court?
worse when it was when Luca joined. It got worse.
How much is courtside?
No telling.
Probably like 2,500, 4,000, five
No
thousand.
telling. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I was definitely looking because I was gonna go.
Damn.
Because I was like, it's right around the birthday, so I was like, let me go on
Yeah,
down there see what's going on. But
yeah.
yeah, I waited too late. I waited.
Six
I looked
thousand.
before Luca, and it was like 50 to sit at the top, and I was like, all right, bet. After Luca, nah, bro, they was going crazy. It was going crazy. I was like, I just have to catch him on TV. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm looking right now, bro. It's yeah. So sitting at the top, we looking at 225,
Damn.
and then if you're trying to sit at the bottom, I'm seeing 3,700.
Yeah, I figured I was gonna be between 2,500 to 5,000 for courtside. I
Yeah.
can see that.
So
That's my only thing. I would love to see LeBron courtside. Because
we gonna get that, bro. We gonna get
because
that one day. We gonna get that one day.
we're part of the James family. So
All right. On that note, we
yeah.
appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Do your little outro.
Hey,
What you
once
say?
again, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification button so you be in tune when the
No,
video drops. And thank you from the both of us for joining No Excuses Just Results podcast. I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Peace out.